this Hanukkah, at the last day of Hanukkah, I was quite sad. Hanukkah is a happy holiday of lights, menorah, sufganiyot, and now this nice holiday is at the end. It's going to finish and we're going back to the normal life without light, a normal routine. I went to shul on the last day and I saw the Hanukkah with 8 lights on it. I said, wow, 8 lights in that Hanukkah. We started from one small light and it came, and each day we added one more candle, and now the Hanukkah is full of light. And I told myself, that's the exact and best ending for Hanukkah. We don't start with something big and slowly go down, and at the end it's finished. We start with something small to a bigger light, to a big ending, to take this light to the rest of the year. And then I understood that many things of life depend on the way we look at them, the narrative we tell ourselves. And as soon as I understood this, I understood also a question which I had for many years about this parasha. In the story of Yosef being in Egypt, after his brothers sold him down to Egypt, and after 22 years that he was in Egypt without seeing his family, and Yaakov, his father, thinking he is dead, he was eaten by a bad animal, Yosef meets his brothers and tells them to bring his father down to Egypt, and Yaakov comes down to Egypt. And Yaakov comes down to Egypt and he sees Yosef who's alive, and maybe now he realized that all these years he thought Yosef was dead and was eaten by an animal. He might have actually been sold to Egypt, to the Egyptians, by his brothers, by some of his sons. What did Yaakov think to himself on that moment? Is he angry at the brothers? Will he divide the family now? What does Yaakov think? All of a sudden the truth hits him. What happens? But Yaakov decides to look at what happened in his own way. He understands that he can look at it in a bad way and maybe take some of the brothers out of the family, deny any relationship with them. But he understands too. He can look at it at a positive way. He can understand that God caused all the story to happen in order that Yosef will come down to Egypt and save them at times when there won't be food. He maybe understands that when the fact that Yosef was sent down to Egypt meant also something about him, the way he treated the rest of the brothers compared to Yosef. And Yaakov decides to keep his family united. And these years, as our sages tell us, the best 17 years, best years in Yaakov's life. These 17 years when he had all of his family united around him in Egypt, when Yosef was a king, and all the family together, just because the way he decided to look at the story. And that's the same thing of Hanukkah. When we have a story, let's look at it in a positive way, and the big light of Hanukkah. We shouldn't cry about the fact that now it's finished, what do we do now? Let's try and take the big light which we built slowly in those 8 days to our future life.